All right, so I'm gonna treat you like I would that.
You sit there. I'm gonna do this. All right. I'm gonna do this. I want to take Tim. You ready?
Okay, let's
hit the record button. Hey everybody, this is Tim. Thanks for being a part of Bell Ringing 2016. We're so excited. We did such a great job today. Thank you so much. So what you may be wondering is how we got involved in this. So real simply, a group of youth pastors got together and thought, what's the best way for us as a group, as a larger group, to make a big impact on our community? The Salvation Army does so much in our city for those in need. We wanted to partner with them, and that's how the idea of ringing the bells all together today came about.
I've been meeting with Tim and with Eric and a lot of the other youth pastors in the area. We get together on a monthly basis and we talk about stuff. And I can't remember whose idea it was. It might have been Tim's idea that we should do like a community project together, all the different youth groups.
Most months we accomplish absolutely nothing but eating and goofing off. But we decided we wanted to do something bigger. You know, we wanted to get our youth groups together and do some service projects.
Today we got connected through a collaborative thing with all the area youth pastors. We all kind of meet every once in a while, about once a month, and we just wanted to get together and figure out something that we could do as one unit, as a community of churches.
And you know, this is something that kind of came up, an idea to do for the holiday season, is to let's help out Salvation Army and divide and conquer the Mid-Ohio Valley and help Salvation Army get donations.
And we have been talking about, probably for the last year, trying to come up with a big event that all of us could do together, where the entire Mid-Ohio Valley could see just how active youth are and how we have a heart that, like Jesus did, where we want to get out and serve. We had came up with the idea, called the Salvation Army, and they're like, we would love to have you guys do this. It'd make it so much easier for us, and that's how it all came about.
Listen up.
I think that the kids found that serving, it doesn't have to be this dragged down experience. Like, it's actually very enjoyable. I mean, some of my kids were smiling and laughing and have a good time, and it was really encouraging for them to see people that would come up and donate. I had a lot of kids say to me, I didn't know this many people would give. You know, a lot of people, they just assume people would just walk by and ignore the people ringing the bells at the kettle, but they were really surprised to see people come up and give, and especially people that were giving like larger gifts, like $20 or $50 bills or something. They were just really overwhelmed with the generosity of the community in general.
It's as soon as we put out the sign-up sheet for this thing, man, it filled up immediately, and the kids wanted to be there. You know, this morning it was cold and kind of rainy and stuff, and we didn't have a single complaint, and all day they were dancing and they were having fun, and I really think it kind of surprised a lot of the older people going in the store, because, you know, it seems like a lot of older people have kind of a negative view of teenagers, and that teenagers are kind of entitled and stuff, but man, they serve so selflessly all day, and I thought that was cool.
Yeah, so the kids were super pumped when people would walk up, like, to the point where maybe like almost too excited, like people are like, what's going on right now? But they loved it. We had some music going, they were dancing and singing, and if somebody came over and gave whatever, just some change or some bills or whatever, they just threw up a big, oh, thank you so much, Merry Christmas, and smiles lit up.
And I heard a lot of good feedback. I actually have a student of mine who does really good, cool card tricks and illusion stuff, and he kind of brought in people and kids like that, really enjoyed doing that. So his shift that he did, he got a lot of attention doing that, and so it was a really entertaining thing to see a lot of the kids that not only you know that would volunteer to do something like this, but the ones that normally wouldn't do something like this, they stepped up and said, yeah, I'll go and take a part of it.
There was two great things come out. One, watching the kids start interacting together. Kids who normally don't come together or have a different set of friends all of a sudden come together and realize, hey, we can have fun together. And we're serving just like Jesus did, just like the disciples as he taught them. And then watching as they got excited the more people came by and started putting money in the bucket, and then the bucket started to fill up a little bit more. You saw the excitement build in them, and they really were after trying to get people to put more money in there. So they really took some ownership of it, and that was just, for me, that was a great thing to see.
Overall, to think about what actually happened today at all the different locations that people were being impacted with just positive energy, because our society just needs more of that, more positive stuff to be seen out in the open. Our kids just having a good time just might have made somebody's day.
I love the fact that we were able to get together several different youth groups and to provide an incredible need in our area that goes to a great cause in the Salvation Army. So many times I think churches get so, well, I don't want you talking to my kid, or you don't. And we need to realize we're all one at the end, and we're all on our way to meet Jesus, and a part of it is for us to make disciples while we're here.
Overall, I mean, it was just really neat to see each interaction when I could, to see the interaction between the kids and the ones coming up, and a lot of people came out of their way to come and see what was going on, and so it was good to see their response back to the audience and to the crowd, or that came up and donated, and even the ones that didn't, they still were very good, engaging and whatnot, and I'm looking forward to even now as we all meet back together to see how they're interacting with the other youth groups and things like that. So overall, it was a really good, fun event, even though it might have seemed kind of broad and big, but it was still a really good day, I think, to have the youth come out and help out with Salvation Army and getting donations.
I'd love to see more of this kind of stuff happen. Getting our youth groups together and making a bigger impact together than we could apart. There were several people throughout the day who stopped at Kmart and Southside and said, we were just at the mall and we saw another church group doing the same thing, and had the opportunity to say, hey, you know what, we're actually doing this together. We plan to do it together. And so I thought that was cool, being able to say, yeah, this is a team effort.
I hope you had fun. I had fun. Our group had fun. And it was just an amazing thing. I think one of the things that our students got out of today, maybe more than anything, is just that even in the simplest ways, you can serve others. I saw a lot of people donate money to the Salvation Army, but I also saw a lot of people smiling. I saw a lot of people feel that they were affirmed. I saw a lot of gratitude being passed out, and I always think that makes people feel good. I think today, not only did we get to raise a lot of money for the Salvation Army, I think we got to make people who donate money to the Salvation Army feel very appreciated and very loved. And I think anytime you do that, it grows you, and it helps grow your generosity habit, and it helps grow you to be more like Christ. So thanks again for being a part of today. God bless you guys, and we'll see you again for Bell Ringing 2017.
Tomorrow, but you're neglecting today. And when God sees you neglecting today, He will not give you tomorrow. Until you are faithful over the few, you cannot be ruler over the many. So you need to take your eye off of the tree and water what you got.